Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you are new, go ahead and like and subscribe at the bottom. We are going to start a new detail series, and to start off we are doing an F150 Platinum. So we're going to go ahead and do the interior and exterior of the car. The interior, we're just doing a basic cleaning to it, so it's not going to take us too long. He does have leather mats in this truck, so we're gonna go ahead and chemically clean those, and then we're gonna decon the interior. He does use, or he already has sealant on the leather, so all we're doing is just pretty much cleaning it, because you can see it's kind of neglected, if you can get that on camera. I know on camera it probably looks cleaner than what it actually is, but this truck has been neglected. So we're gonna start off with the interior, and then we're gonna move to the exterior. He chose to do like a carnauba wax for the exterior, so I'm gonna go ahead and clean, clay bar, and then wax the truck, and that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and clean the wheels and dress them, and I'm gonna talk about some of the products that we're gonna use. All right, so we just vacuumed out the car. We got pretty much just the first initial stage down. So like I said, vacuuming, took the mats out, decon them, pressure washed them. So basically I just use like a degreaser. You can go the cheap route and do, like, honestly, like Simple Green or something like that when they're using leather mats. Just something that will chemically clean the mats, and that's what I use. Now I'm gonna go ahead and do how I like to do interiors. I like to start top down, so I'll clean the top portions and the dash, anything that is a high point in the car. The thing with the Platinum series is that it uses leather in a lot of spots. So like the top portion of like the armrest, the dash portions are leather. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna switch between using an interior quick cleaner, which I really like the Chemical Guys interior clean. It smells good, and what I like about finishes for interiors are leaving it like a natural tone. I don't like anything shiny. Remember, shiny doesn't mean clean, so I like to use things that leave the natural tones of the interior car. So I'll use that, and then I have also am using leather cleaner for the dash portion. So I do like the Chemical Guys leather conditioner, and I use this with a brush, and I use that to scrub the interior. So I'm going to use that. I'm gonna go ahead and start with the dash. We're going ahead and applying the leather conditioner. Make sure you shake this stuff well. I apply it on the brush that I'm using for the interior, and then just working it into the leather. And that's what I'm doing to all the interior that has leather in it. You can either use a brush or directly onto the microfiber. It doesn't matter. I like to apply it with the brush and then wipe it off with the microfiber, just because I don't like too much of a shine. Like I said, shiny doesn't mean clean, especially on leather. Anything shiny means that there's dirt. So no shine with leather is preferable. That's it. You're just working it in, and then I'm going to use the microfiber and wipe it off. And it's going to have that natural look, and that's what you're going for. So this truck has close to 70,000 miles on it. So you can tell that he hasn't been keeping up with the leather, just because it looks pretty bad up close. And yeah, That's it. You want to maintain leather. Once you maintain it, then it won't crack and wither like this is. That's all you want to do. I'm going to do that to all of the interior. Alright guys, so I'm finishing up using the leather conditioner. So the difference between this and a shampoo, I would have used a harder brush to like scrub the leather out. His leather isn't that bad. I mean, it is, like I said, just neglected. What the conditioner does is when applied, this specific conditioner, you're gonna let it like sit on the leather for a little bit. After I scrubbed it in, I just let it like sit and let it work for maybe about a minute or two, and then I use a microfiber to wipe it off. I like wiping it off because I don't like shine. Like, leather's not supposed to be shiny. If you have shiny leather, that means it's dirty. But if you were here, I know on camera you can't really tell, but like if you were in person, the leather, the way it was before, was it just looked like dingy. It looked old. And so what the conditioner did was it brought the color back into it. So it's still like leather naturally has like a dull color to it, but it still looks fresh. And it's like hard to explain, but those of you that have leather, that's what this stuff did. And like most of the chemical guy stuff I don't really like or use, but I'm using this just because I do like the finish on it. So go ahead and try some if you guys do have leather. Test it out. If not, you can always like take it off or whatever, decon it back the other way. So that's it. I'm gonna finish up the dash, and then we're gonna move to the exterior of the car.
All right, let's check out the back leather. It's already done. If there was more lighting, I think they'd be able to see.
Alright, so what I'm going to use for the wheels is a P&S brake buster. So this stuff is good. You're going to go through a lot if you're not using it now. This stuff is like really good. I like to use it in conjunction with Diablo wheel cleaner. So I pretty much wet the wheel first, spray this on, let it sit. By the time I get back to the other, I'm gonna put this into the pressure washer and then go through and clean it. And I have Adam's wheel. If you don't have these are like really good for cleaning the wheels on the fly. You can get into the creases and stuff like that. When you put the brake buster in your container, it's pretty much just one-to-one. I just pour it straight in, and then when I use the soap, then that's when you like dilute it and things like that. So I do one-on-one on that, and I'll show you the process on the cleaning the wheel. I'm just showing you the little process that I like to do when cleaning the wheel. So you wet the wheel first, and then I spray it with the Diablo cleaner, and then I use just a little brush to get up where the lugs are in between there. So that's all you're doing with this. And then when I go to use the brake buster, that's when I actually scrub in between the rims. All right, so once you do the brake buster, I just went through and used this bad boy, and I cleaned in between the spokes and then sprayed it off. These wheels, they're pretty bad because he doesn't maintain them. So we got most of just the dirt and grime, and then when we go and wash the car, we're gonna agitate it more and get some of the stuff off the face. But you can tell some of this stuff is still on. So we're gonna go through and actually agitate it once we decon the truck. So I'm gonna go through and talk about what soaps we're gonna use for the exterior, and go ahead and start the car washing process.
All right.
I put some of the Adam soap in here. Basically what I do is I do like half and half, so half of the soap and then half of the water. I like it just because it foams up better. You can dilute it more than that if you wanted to, but I like to do it, you know, pretty much like 1-to-1 ratio. So I'm just I got my 2-bucket method. So I got one that has water, and then the other is gonna have soap in it, you know, when we go through the process. So right now I'm just topping it off with water pretty much. Like I said, it'll go like half and half, and I get you get good foaming action. So right there, it's about half and half. And then on top, then I'm gonna go through the water, or the truck's already pre-soaked, and just gonna go ahead and let the foam work. Now when you're doing this at home, you don't have to use a pressure washer. You can use regular hose and water. I like to use a pressure washer just because I love using the foam gun. It's pretty cool. And that's about it. Always, like when you're spraying, spray away from the car first, just to make sure that it is not coming out just like how it did, how it's like fast. So that's it. I let it sit for a little bit. It's enough time to like come over here and grab your. Before we do that, you can tell I use pretty much all of it. So that's the process. We use pretty much all the soap on the exterior. It's fine if it sits. When we go to dry it, remember, sun is like the enemy, so we got to dry it quick. So right now we're gonna do the 2-bucket process, and then go through and clean it. While I'm cleaning the top, my brother is gonna go through and just clean the face of the wheels, and we're gonna use a separate bucket for that. So that's the 2-bucket process. Is you go through, you wipe the car with 1 bucket, and you're using the other bucket to rinse. So when you do that, that's the process. I always start from the top down. So for the exception of the wheels. If we were doing a full detail on the car, I would have started with the engine first, then the wheels, and then top down from the car. That's it. Alright, so we're gonna move on to the wax portion of the car. I'm gonna use Colonite 845 for the wax. What you want to do is I like to warm it up in a hot bucket of water. Just like so, and then you want to shake this stuff up. What it is it's like a paste, so that's what it looks like if it's not heated up. I didn't heat it up long, but it looks like that. It looks like a little paste. You want to prime the pad, and once it's primed, you don't need a lot of this stuff. The more product you use, the harder it is to buff it out. So you don't want to use much, but the first application, I always go to prime my pad. So it's like so. That's it. So you just want to apply it like this. It's going to apply like a thin solution to the car. It's like a traditional like wipe on wax. When you're using it or when you're doing it in the sun, you can kind of see the haze. So, you know, so you don't miss like any spots on the car, you can just glance it on the side. It'll start to haze up when it starts to dry, and that's when you know it's ready to wipe off. So you want to do the whole car. I work in sections when I do it, and by the time I finish the hood, I'll go back and wipe this. I'll probably have my brother help me so it goes quicker, but it takes like 30 minutes to do a whole car, so it's not that labor intense. But yeah, that's the process. You don't need much on the applicator pad, like I said, so that's it. You just go back and apply a little bit more, and then you go through it. Then I'll show you the finished product after we go through and do the whole car. All right, so we went ahead and waxed and polished the car already. So basically, when you apply the colonite, it's like old school process. You apply it on, wait the 2-3 minutes. Usually what I do is I just wait to see if it hazes, and on darker cars it's very easy. If it was a white car, then yeah, I would just, like I have it down now to a science, so I know the timing. So usually it's between like 2 and 3 minutes, and it'll start to haze up. Then you go and use a microfiber and then just wax off. The less product you use, the easier it is to wipe off. There was a few spots where we used a little bit more product, so I had to go over it twice with a microfiber cloth. But on an SUV like this, or on a truck like this, sorry, it took us like maybe 30 minutes to do, and that was me applying it, and then my brother following up with the microfiber. So we went ahead and waxed the car, did the wheels. So the wheels are all dressed and sealed, and everything's pretty much done. So that's it. And like I said, if you're new, go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel, and follow us on some more detailing stuff. And the products that I use today, like I bought with my own money, and that's just based off of over time using different products. Chemical guy stuff's not bad for consumer grade stuff, and then I have some other pro grade stuff that we can go through on some other details when they start getting more in depth. But something like this was a basic install that you can use with maybe $40 worth of product, and you can do this in your driveway. So, all right guys, peace.